It looks like we gotta give people a lesson on spite. Now, spite is completely irrational, completely illogical. Like, this is a very primal human emotion that we want to pretend that we're above until you force people to enact spite against you, right? And it's like, okay, what series of events led to this? No one wants to actually have that discussion, apparently. So, Anita Sarkeesian was a very smart individual, a very smart woman that came literally out of nowhere. I mean, at first people were like, she's talking about, oh, sexism in video games, and every legitimate gamer is like, what the fuck are you talking about? Because most gamers, like, you don't really think about how characters in video games are portrayed because they don't exist. You view video game characters as video game characters, not as real people. That's the normal way, the 100% normal way of viewing these characters. But then came Anita, who viewed fictional characters that don't exist as if they're real people, and people like to draw retarded conclusions and retarded logic. But again, nobody thought that way, not even to begin with. Or if someone did, then okay, he's a mentally ill retard. Like, why are we treating normal people like they're mentally ill retards? But Anita Sarkeesian was like, no, the assumption is everyone's the mentally ill retard. And because women are portrayed in games this way, it means that people will treat them this way in reality. And again, the normal gamers are like, okay, what a fucking idiot, move on. But she was passed around through EU Parliament. Major games journalists picked her up, talked about it. She was running around in circles and getting paid a lot of money, like scammed a lot of money from feminists that legitimately believed what she was saying. Like, she was the original grifter. And hey, Anita, if you want to hit me up, be my sugar mama, I'm open for that. Like, please notice me. I mean, to my knowledge, it was, I guess, her partner at the time that was kind of co-starring with her, but I guess they've parted ways. So hey, if you're free, I got you. I mean, Anita's not an ugly-looking person, you know. But then Gamergate happened, and people realized, okay, why is the industry like? And again, the games journalists claimed to be the industry. They claimed to speak on behalf of the gaming industry, but they're attacking the consumer. And the consumer's like, this is stupid. Like, we're not going to take this. Who the fuck? Like, we play games to escape this bullshit, but they're like, no, we're going to bring the bullshit to you because we want to. No reason. A thing you do in the confines of your own home where no one's watching. Well, because you do that, you're a racist, you're a sexist, you're a this, you're a that. And then people were like, yeah, no, I'm not going to take this sitting down. Like, you've pissed off the combined autism of the internet, and thus began Gamergate. Now, Gamergate was a very, very bloody nose to the game journalists because, they realized they didn't exactly have the power that they thought they had at the time. And obviously, the consumers just shat on them. I mean, now things have evolved. The situations have evolved where I guess AAA companies believe they need to pander to these individuals, right? They need to hire the consultants, and they're placing themselves as sort of the Gestapo. It's like if you don't hire their consultants, they mobilize their mentally ill retards against you. I'm guessing what happened in this whole Slay the Spire 2 situation is someone believed Anita was like their savior, and they had her on. Like I guess agreed with everything she said and had her on the team as a consultant or whoever the fuck. And again, the spite is still looming to where people are just downvoting the game. Like don't even know the game's probably good, but people are like, I don't want to give my money to someone that hates me and hates my culture, hates my family, hates my friends, hates the entertainment that I'm in. Why would I give money to that person? Oh, because she's talking about this. Don't care. Like, she doesn't know what's in my head or the heads of others. She just has made assumptions based off presuppositions of racism and sexism. Well, I'm not going to give my money. And again, if I legitimately was a racist or a sexist, why would you want my money? You know, why would you want the money of a racist and sexist? Like, you should be happy I'm withholding my cash from you. I gotta take a drink. But because of this, it doesn't even really matter if the game's good or not. People are channeling their spite against an individual that just hates their culture. Like, my culture, it's not your costume, Anita. You can't claim to be the gamer just so you can use my my morals against me, use my culture against me. Like, get the fuck out of here. I will put my morals away just to deal with you. I will weaponize my spite against you. And this is how a lot of people are thinking. Unfortunately, Slay the Spire made just a bad business decision, aligning with someone that hates games and the gamers. And it sucks too, because I wanted to play Slay the Spire 1, because apparently it was fine. Like, you know, it's classic roguelikes, and there's this thing with roguelikes where I used to really be into them. But now I don't want to play either of them. Like, they want to hire people that hate me, and I'm just not going to give them my money. You know, this is that spite. You know, this is that shit the Bible talked about. You know, why you don't fuck with people while you worship in your own convent, right? Why you don't try to hammer down on others, because they're going to be like, I don't care what you have to say. You're being a retard. Fuck off. You know, the thing we like to think we're above, but we're not. And I'm tired of pretending we are. And a lot of people agree. Yeah, earlier hit launchpad hitting 5. I mean, this is a good amount of people to play the game. Like, a lot of hype. And I guess it fell, which, okay. Terrified, some people online realize that Anita Sarkeesian, media critic and video games consultant. Again, grifter. You know, the thing they accuse grooms of being, just to disregard his arguments like it's who she was. Alongside 2 other consultants, most people seem to enjoy the game just fine. But now they've noticed that she contributes to the game, they're spamming negative reviews. As you can see over on Steam, most Slay the Spire 2 recent negative reviews mention Anita Sarkeesian by name. Every talking points that many of you would have heard before about how this is an anti-gamer move. Yes, because she's an anti-gamer person. Like, Slay the Spire, the creators of Slay the Spire made a bad decision. It's like, what do you expect? Wave negative reviews in April is in response to unpopular update. Not the Anita Sarkeesian, not the Sarkeesian revelation. I mean, it could be half and half. Like, a lot of people do care where their money's going. Again, we're living in an age that people are conscious about these things. Like, they didn't used to be the case. but it's the case now. People are conscious where they spend their money because one, things are so fucking expensive, and two, we're in an entertainment drought, and the people that do put out legitimately good entertainment are attacked, like anime, and manga. Like they're attacked by the West, and the West doesn't want to, compete. They want other forms of entertainment to conform, but that's not what the market wants. I want Japanese entertainment to stay Japanese entertainment, not become American entertainment. I don't support the toxic woke. I don't support people who publicly detest video games and those who play them. Yeah, this is reasonable. I mean, they're taking the things that, like, the toxic woke. You hear the word woke, and the thing is to be like, oh, well, what is woke? It's like if you don't understand, I guess you're just not part of the conversation. If you have no idea what anyone's talking about, Sarkeesian was one of the women at the center of the first wave of Gamergate in 2010s. She frequently criticized games from a feminist perspective, as critics often do in films and television. Yeah, and people shit on them for that as well. Like, people watch entertainment, play games to escape this shit like this, like real life shit. And if you're going to thrust it in their face, they're going to get mad at you. Like, we don't need to pretend that they're, for any reason, being unreasonable for doing this. It's like, get the fuck out of my face. I'm here to play games. Like, fuck off, is what people are saying. Well, I can absolutely find fault with her critiques. Some of her fellow feminists do, in fact. I don't care. Well, what about the gamers? Much of the pushback came from those who saw any feminist analysts of games as an attack on the gaming community, because people aren't stupid. Like, obviously, it is an attack, right? If you and again, this came at the time where laundering that criticism was detrimental. Now it doesn't matter because it's like there's a cooldown. Like, you ulted during the 2010s, 11s, and 12s, and it actually worked. But now people don't really care for these. Like, and again, they're revolving through buzzwords because it's not working. It's like, if I understand the tactic, it's like I'm going to just point it out. And if you don't understand, then you're not part of the discussion, I suppose. Maybe you just don't understand, and I don't see a reason to explain it to you. The irony, oh yes, please, I'm so glad you're here to tell me the irony. The irony here is that for all their complaints to the contrary, they are only groups that is letting their political views get in the way of enjoying a video game. Yes, because Anita is a political figure. Yeah. Again, people are putting their morals away just to deal with you. Like, there's nothing ironic about this. It's called spite. People are being irrational because she was irrational towards them. Like, and again, game journalists don't want to listen to you. News media don't want to listen to you. The industry doesn't want to listen to you. So at the end of the day, it's like, well, I will sleep better at night for just not giving her my money, and she will sleep better at night for not having my money. I mean, this isn't an argument. It's like, yes, this is absolutely what's happening. What are you going to do about it? Some of the people who are leaving these reviews have clocked in more than 100 hours, only to now decide they hate the game. Yeah. I mean, it could be a good game. They just made a bad fucking decision hiring someone who hates the game. Again, maybe it's just one person that they didn't know that just hired some HR lady that hired her on. Like, this is how the grift is going. And now they're trying to step into the indie scene because you know, they know the winds are changing and people are moving away from AAA big budget titles and are moving towards more smaller indie productions. So that's now where the grift is going. So you need to see, you need to know where these things are going. And again, I'm the type of person that finds it stupid to attack people for the purchasing decisions of their video games. But now, how do I explain this? It's like attacking people for playing the game because to you it's a moral quandary on them is retarded. But having political reasons not to play a game or to play a game is fine. You know, one's a presupposition and the other one's just a proposal. It's like, okay, I don't agree with this game politically, so I'm not going to play it. As opposed to you buying a game and people saying, oh, because you bought this game, I am now going to attribute a political position on you and attack you. Like, this happened in the Hogwarts Legacy situation, right? And then that was the very first reason why I'm doing this channel, is because a bunch of VTubers were attacked for even saying they might play Hogwarts Legacy, you know, by just some retarded random group of people that amassed online to attack. And it was legitimately VTuber women that were attacked because Angry Joe didn't give a fuck. Like, Moist Critical doesn't give a fuck. Asmongold doesn't give a fuck. And then you know they don't fucking care. They specifically went after women that were susceptible to these things. So, and that's what's happening, right? Like, again, I'm seeing the tactic and I'm just going to point it out. Of course, we can't say with any degree of certainty what Sarkeesian actually contributed to the game. Oh, I can answer this for you. Doesn't matter. Because she's there, no one cares. But typically consultants are brought on so there's another set of eyes on the project that can be for sensitivity and diversity in writing. In other words, for absolutely no fucking reason whatsoever. Like that, this right here adds nothing to the product. People don't really care. Gamers don't care for these things. They just care if it's good. Okay, if it's a good product, but it is very insensitive. You know, with games that came out in the early 2000s, people don't fucking care. They're still going to play it. And diversity was never an issue in games. And it was never an issue because games were for nerds and weirdos, so no one cared about them. So you could have all the diversity you want, and no one, like, all anyone cared about is if the game was good. Again, this was a problem that was invented, 100% fabricated by Anita Sarkeesian, and then she placed herself as the solution. Like, this is the grift. You know, if you don't understand, like, if you don't agree with it, or if you think it's a good thing, you could just say that. But what is this treating people like they're retarded? Like, I'm pointing out what happened, and you can make your conclusion. Or when creating characters from diverse backgrounds, again, this has always existed in games, especially like things like fantasy and sci-fi, which are probably the most diverse because it's fictional people in a fictional land with fictional problems that don't exist. Like, what more diversity is that? Beats the fuck out of me, right? But again, you know what they mean. When they say diversity, they want they want black people. It's just what they want. And you can have that, that's fine. But make your own game? If you think it's a problem, make shit, create shit. You know, I'll give Relooted this. They did create a game which had all right mechanics. It is a goofy concept. Maybe they had, but they made something. I have more respect for people that create than people that don't, but they still want to have a problem and make demands of other people. Like, I have zero respect for that, and I see it, I'm like, oh god, it's one of these people. Oh, fuck me, man. Yeah, sure, whatever. So anyway, but I mean, that's all I gotta say about this. Don't give your money to people that hate you, for the love of God. Like, I'm begging. I am begging. You don't have to do this. You have more respect for yourself. Now act like it. But, and I'm stealing your fucking title. Thank you. That's all I gotta say about this. Peace out.